Good morning. So I kind of want to do a twin flame update, kind of talk about where I'm at. I can see on this journey that there's so many different stages, and I feel like I'm coming into a brand new stage. It's like a stage where I'm just depleted of all energy of it. I'm sick of thinking about it. I'm sick of chasing. I'm sick of running, and I almost feel like it's definitely the most let go that I've ever been. And I feel like it's a brand new stage in all of this. I don't have energy anymore. I feel like up till now, it's all been like this, almost like a game, almost like this back and forth, this dynamic. And it's like I've always been looking for like a rhyme or a reason, or trying to grasp it, or trying to make sense of it, or trying to say, okay, it's going to be like this, or like, and I've realized that there is no grasping anything. There's nothing to hold on to. It is what it is. And I almost feel like the attraction for me is the attraction to the game is almost like gone. Like I'm tired of it. I'm tired. And I feel like I just want to let it all go. Whatever is. I don't even feel like thinking about, as I come to say, whatever happens, happens, but I don't even feel like thinking about what happens. I just feel like living my life, being. Since that last conversation, the last video I did, I told about a conversation that I had with him. And I listened to that over and over. And I've realized that I just have to take things as face value, as they are right now, at the face value. I feel like I've been hanging on to, grasping at threads, grasping at, things that were said over a year ago, and just holding on to them and grasping them. And now it just feels silly, because reality is dynamic. Reality changes. So even if something that he said, or something that was said between us, or something that happened between us, you know, a year ago or 2 years ago, has no relevance to now. Now is now. And from where I am sitting now, from where our connection, the twin flame crapola is right now, there's no sense in me chasing or holding on, or trying to put myself in his presence, or trying to. Um, and you know what? I'm even starting to feel like a loss of interest in it. It's almost like, okay, the magic is gone. When after a while, I feel like I've been so grasping onto this and so holding on to this, like in a desperate way, that almost like it was a given, almost like it was, and I don't want to say taken advantage of, because I don't think that he took advantage of it. It wasn't like something that he asked for or asked from me, but almost like I'm giving myself in a place that it's not wanted, and it's like almost like taken for granted. Um, and I don't want to be taken for granted, for sure. And I certainly don't want to impose myself into somebody's life where I'm not even wanted in that place. Like, what's the purpose of it? It's like it feels almost like, okay, getting a hit or something. It's like, it's ridiculous. In my own best interest is to just leave that alone so I can continue. I can still respect him. I can still love him. I can still see the good in him. I don't have to disregard him in order to continue on with my life and regard myself. And I, I, I don't have to feel anything different towards him than I do. Um, See, it's not exactly what I want to say. I can still respect him and still see the good in him and still see his worth and see the magic that he has and the magic that he is without having to try to grasp a hold of him or own him or want him to be with me. And I even kind of see how, I don't even see how that would work, really. If I'm completely honest, it's like this attraction, but at the same time, I can see the reasons why it doesn't work. And I certainly can't bring it together one-sidedly. You can't one-sidedly bring something together. So I just kind of wanted to give a quick update on that and where I am right now. And so I've seen him twice since then. And both times it was kind of, I don't know, awkward. Yesterday I saw him again. I just felt kind of disconnected from him, just kind of like the most disconnected I've ever felt from him. I felt like, on the one hand, I had this, I always am happy to see him. But on the other hand, I felt like I had nothing really to say to him, or nothing that I finished making the first round of organites, and I had my first sale, which I'm really excited about. As soon as I opened the molds, my friend came from Jerusalem and she was visiting me, and we opened the molds, and she fell in love with one of them. I was really excited, and and so I feel like that was kind of like when you start something new and you get like an opening. That was like the opening of it. It was the organites that I'm making. This is my organite that my twin made, but I opened my own, and I really like them. I have to finish them, and then, but so I feel a little bit excited about that. That's something that I'm a little bit excited about. That it's been a couple years since I've really been excited about anything, other than not even excited about the twin flame journey. I don't even know what to call it. It's like taken over my whole life, and I feel. Even a little bit excited about being over it. I don't feel like I'm completely over it, but I feel like there's new options are opening up for me. Like I'm not obsessing over it anymore. If I see him, I see him. If I don't, I don't. And yesterday when I saw him, even like I left before him, which is very out of the ordinary for me. it used to be I would just like savor every minute that I could be with him. But yesterday I even left before him, and I didn't feel. It felt like okay. I had to go and wanted to go and pick up my son and get home, and I felt like I didn't really have anything to say to him, and I also felt like I didn't want to say anything to him after that last conversation that we had where you said, "Oh yeah, I'll make a distance between us." I felt almost like, a few years ago, one of the things that I've been hanging on to is that he said, even when we're in separation, always remember that I'm your best friend. I'm always your best friend. As I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking like, I'm not feeling it. That's the thing. I'm not feeling it. I'm not sure that I'm feeling it. Yeah, I can go into my mind and I can explain it and I can say, oh yeah, we are really good friends and I'm getting a lesson in letting go and not holding on. I can find all the lessons and I don't even feel like doing that anymore. I just feel like being. I don't feel like trying to wrap my mind around it. I don't feel like trying to understand it. I don't feel like trying to figure out how the connection is still a connection, even though we're in separation. It's still connected. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. Like I said in my last video, I threw like a mega fit. Like I'm sick of it. I'm just really, and I feel like I don't even want to try to understand it anymore. I don't want to try to wrap my mind around it anymore. I don't want to say, okay, so he said that because I'm acting like this, and because he said that, it goes like this, and we really are still, and this is a good lesson, and I'm getting the lesson, and I feel like bullshit, bullshit. That's just a whole bunch of bullshit. Like I don't want a a uh, a relationship where I'm always having to try to figure it out and trying to make myself acceptable and trying to make myself, oh, maybe if I do this, or maybe I need to make myself better in this way, or why am I not attractive, or why isn't he attracted to me, or maybe if I do this, or maybe there's something wrong with me. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm perfectly fine the way I am. I feel attractive. I know that I'm attractive. I mean, yesterday a 28-year-old was hitting on me. 28. I'm freaking 47. It's like it's so why don't I hang on that? Why am I hanging on, oh, he doesn't find me attractive? So what if he doesn't find me attractive? And besides, okay, so I'm not going to start bashing him, right? Okay, I'm not going to start bashing him just because I'm feeling like crap. But the truth is, I'm not really feeling like crap, but I'm not going to start bashing him anyway. But the truth of it is that I don't know how well he can even be in a relationship. That's the truth of it. I kind of feel like there's something in him that doesn't really have the capability of even devoting himself. And you know, I think there's something in him that finds something wrong with everybody that he meets and doesn't like something not accepting or and even with that I can go in and make myself wrong about it, but if in my first instinct, like when it just from observation, I don't know that even that I don't I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. I'm tired of thinking about it. I'm tired of trying to wrap my mind around it. There is nothing for me to wrap my mind around anyway. It is what it is, and that's just all it is. And and I'm tired of trying to figure it out, and I don't care. And I feel like if I let go of that attraction, I feel like I'm more let go than ever. Like yesterday when I saw him, I didn't feel like it's kind of like a mixed feeling. The truth is, I don't really even know what I feel right now. I think that's why I haven't made any videos in the last few days. I know that I'm way more let go than I've ever been. I know that I'm sick of trying to grasp onto him and and I feel like just like, okay, you go do your thing, whatever that is. It has nothing to do with me. And I'll go do my own thing and just try, if it was before in that stinking conversation I listened to, I was so weak. I was just like, I let my girlfriend listen to the conversation and she was like, she's so funny. She's so funny. She says to me, she said, so what? So what? So she said, have you ever thought that maybe the only reason that you're attracted to him is because she's funny though. She said, because finally there's one man in the whole world that doesn't want you. So that's driving you nuts. Have you ever thought about that? And I cracked up. But I really don't think that it's that. But I do think that maybe being attracted to somebody and like like honing in on them, it kind of turns them off, especially because my I have like this really strong like energy. I have like really strong energy. Um, but I'm telling myself good things about myself now. So I'm trying to, I don't know what I'm feeling. I really don't. Maybe, and then I'm just kind of going through it. And I haven't been doing a lot of videos kind of because kind of I feel like I don't really have anything. I'm going through a lot, but I don't have words for it yet. So, and I feel like I'm coming into a new stage on this journey, the stage where I'm kind of bringing the focus back to myself. Not kind of, I'm bringing the focus back to myself. I'm I'm working on projects. I'm doing new things. I'm starting to feel like my artisticness is coming back. Like I want to do sculptures and I want to paint. And I started doing, and I did those orgonites, and those orgonites are, I'll do a video and show the orgonites. Also upload them to my site in the next few days when they're done. Take some pictures and upload them. Um, and I had like this after the last conversation. I had these thoughts like maybe I will like ban him from my life, like ban him, just like me, take the power back and ban him from my life, like block him, block him. But then I thought to myself, even blocking somebody is still playing the game. If I'm blocking him, it means that I can't cope with seeing him or not seeing him. It's still playing the game. It's still being in the game. If I have to block him so that I don't think about him, then it's not doing the work. And I was thinking to myself, I'll just leave it. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing any kind of shaking up anything. I'm just being. What is, and as is. I can see that this whole journey is so divinely guided that it will lead me. It will lead me. I can see how right now I'm so far more let go. I was thinking even like a year ago or right after I was activated on this whole journey, which was like a year and a half ago or something. I remember like, see that cliff over there in the background? See that? I don't know if you can, where is it? Not the trees. There's a cliff over there in the background. He lives on top of that cliff. And I remember that cliff. And I remember going out for walks and seeing the cliff and just like the cliff shaking me up. And now anymore, it's like, I see how things are gradually coming into a nonchalantness. See, that's where I was sitting back there. It's the old shed. Look at the clouds. The rain is coming in. And I was thinking about how everything is gradually coming into more of a calmness, and I can just trust it. I'm not going to do any kind of major shakeups. I'm not going to go and block him, or that's, if I block him, then it's just holding me in place. It's just holding me in this exact place where I am, and not allowing me to be able to see him and become numb to it. And that's what I feel like I need to do, is just kind of become numb to it. So I'm going to end this here. I see my girlfriend down here. I'm going to end this here and then go home and be with my kids. So thank you for watching.